Excited? Recording, that's my cue. All right, hey guys, welcome. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Mary Jansen. I'm the Regional Director for Child Care Resource and Referral. As of Monday, they have kept me around here for 17 years, so I am very excited. If you don't know, I came into CCR&R as the QRS specialist. So the IQ4K QRS is very near and dear to my heart. We're going to talk a little bit about a new program that's rolling out tonight. And it just rolled out March 1st. So really what we want to do is share with you and then answer some questions too at the end. We also have tonight with us the IQ4K specialists, so Jen and Allison. I'm giving them a night off from the peer-to-peer. And then we also have Jen Hoddle, who, and those folks are really going to be a big part of the application process, plus all of our lovely consultants that are on the call that I see. So what is the IQ4K Training Reimbursement? So a little bit about this program. So as you can remember, after COVID, relief dollars came down from the state. There were stipends, there was things that we've been rolling out in the last couple of years. And this past year, HHS proposed a training reimbursement program to promote and support IQ4K. Many of you know there's a lot of training and things to do with the IQ4K system. And so they really feel that this reimbursement will allow you to support your time as you're taking trainings. So as of March 1st, we are live with this program. We're going to walk through a lot tonight of the application. So it kind of gives you some scenarios and some examples to move forward, and then kind of talk to you about best next steps and where we'll go from there. All right, Esty, we go to the next slide. Here is the example of the application that we're going to walk through. And then we're also going to walk through, if you flip to the next one, I think that's the training. These are also really two of your best, as you can see, Vanna is swirling her mouse around, two of your best forms. So she is circling right now the CDH specific trainings. So this is a chart that you can access via our website, but also via our consultants or any of us. And this really shows you the trainings that are eligible for IQ4K. A big question we got is this every training that we take? Nope, this is specific to IQ4K. So like within level one thing that we're going to reimburse you for is the Iowa Early Learning Standards. And so we'll walk through all of those examples all the way up to level 5. Okay. And then of course, iPower. We're going to talk a lot about that iPower tonight too, which I know you guys all love dearly. Okay, Esty, do we want to pull up the application and we'll just get down to business? We had technical difficulties with our centers, but it looks like with our homes, things are just, with you guys, things are just flying and working well. So that's good. When you go to our website, you want to click right here. This is the home page. You're going to want to click on the provider tab. This is how you're going to access the application. Then you're going to want this whole box will highlight and come up. You'll want to scroll over and click on the IQ4K Quality Rating Improvement System. Once you get to our homepage for IQ4K, you're going to scroll down and you're going to see the training reimbursement program. I'm just laughing because Esty is with her mouse is like exactly following my. She's good. She's very good. The application. So let's click on the application. It'll come up as a Word doc, so you're going to have to highlight it there. And here it is. So this is exactly what you're going to complete each time you submit for reimbursement. So you're saying each time, yes, we will accept as many applications from you that we can in the next couple years. What we know is this funding is live March 1st. There's a substantial amount of money in this budget, but what we do know is we have to spend it by September of 2024. So number one, we know that there's plenty of time. It's not a first come, first serve like some of the other grants have been. So you could apply monthly, you could apply every couple months, you could, there could be quite a few applications that you submit. So this is the front page. We're gonna pretend that I'm the child development home provider. You're gonna Mary Jansen, Mary's, let's call it, yep, I knew you'd know the name, Mary's kids. Phone number, email, address, 222, you betcha, address, city, state, and then I'm a registered child development home. And then next is your IQ4K status. So this is where we're gonna slowly walk through the status and where you fall. So you can be a couple of, really honestly, everyone is eligible for this, but there's a couple of stipulations. So if you're a current rated program in the former QRS system, or you're a currently rated program in the new system, you can apply for at any level of trainings. So if you are a QRS level 4, let's say, you could come in and if you're taking a training in, let's see, I need an example, and I'm drawing a blank. Let's go ChildNet. So let's say you take ChildNet at a level 2. And well, that's actually, let's use another one. Let's do medication administration. Let's use this training. So let's say you're taking medication administration. Since you are a currently rated program, you can then apply and receive reimbursement for that. Okay, so current programs in the IQ4K system or in the QRS program can move and apply for any training in any of the levels. If you are an expired program, so let's say you're expired from the old system or the current new system, which wouldn't happen yet, so let's just say old system, or you're a new applicant, so you have no rating and you're a new applicant, you can only right now apply for trainings within level 1. And level 1 trainings would be early learning standards, serve safe, food handler, like there's a lot of the health and safety nutrition trainings that are listed there. So once you then get if you're that expired or you're not rated and you receive your level 1 through our current system, you then can come back and apply for trainings in 2 through 5. Okay, so we're going to walk through the application so you'll get to see an example. And I didn't want to use ChildNet yet because I'm going to use it later. So we give the eligibility requirements here on the application. You can always shoot us a message like, am I eligible to take this? Always ask us these questions. And then your duties and responsibilities are listed below. So one thing you have to understand is we will not reimburse for any training before March 1st of 2023. The reason for that is the money was not in place yet. It was not approved by the state. It wasn't in our contract for funding because we are the fiscal agent for this project, and many reasons. So that is a big question we've been getting, but just know this training has to be taken or completed after March 1st. You will be reimbursed for the training. We are reimbursing, we go down a little bit, $20 per hour for training received. So depending on the amount of hours that this training was, is you'll receive $20 per hour, and you'll see on the application how you note that. There's a few trainings that everything, when you complete the application and you submit the trainings that you've taken, you're going to then complete an iPower report. So you're going to go into iPower and you're going to print out, I should say not complete, you're going to print out an iPower report to show that those trainings are complete. There are a few trainings that will be eligible that really for you guys, and one is FICRS through the environment rating scale. We will need a completion certificate for that one. So once you get your completion certificate through Iowa State, you can submit that with your application. And those are listed there. We also require that you submit a W-9 form. Those have to be submitted once per year. So you'll submit one in 2023 and 2024. And I think the other things are just general things for submitting for grants. You'll sign your name. You can type it in. Electronic signatures, okay. Date, and we have a calendar set up that you can do that. And then you'll go down here to the bottom. So this next page is where you're going to tell us what trainings you have completed after that March 1st date. So one, let's say I am a current, as Mary at Mary's Kids, I'm a currently rated 3 in the quality rating system. So I'm coming in here and I am going, but I just took, can you highlight the training? Let's say, because I'm currently in the old system, I'm coming in now and looking at the new system, I took the early learning standards training. So we would select that. So isn't that awesome? We've got a little drop box for every training that's eligible in the levels. Mary Jansen, it's a 2-hour training. The early learning standards is, we'll submit the training date, and then you would receive $40 reimbursement. And then I go to iPower, print out my completion, my report, and submit that for my reimbursement. But if I took more trainings, let's go down to levels 2 through 5. Let's go start looking at that. Let's say I'm now working on a higher level. So remember, I'm a current QRS in the old system level 3. So then let's say I took Vickers 3. Name of staff, of course, mine. And that's 8 hours of training, correct? And then I would receive $160. And for this one, I'd want to send you a copy of my completion certificate from Iowa State. And then once I have total reimbursement, so what did I have from above? I had 40 and I had 160. So then I would submit $200 for reimbursement. I would then fill out my W-9 form. I'd get my iPower report ready, and I would send this off to my consultant. So let's say my consultant's Lori Tapke, because she's staring at me right now on the screen. I can see her. And I would send this off to her. We would love these to be electronic, but if they have to be mailed and written in, that is completely fine. I would send this off to Lori Tapke, and then she would make sure everything's there, confirm everything. Yep, this looks great. And then she's going to then hand it down the hallway to our IQ4K specialist to look through. They do the final approval, and then Jen and I do the fiscal side of it. So then we complete a PO in our system, and then a check is sent. I will tell you that right now, our accounting department is magical here at EPI. They're very good at their job. And so they have been sending out checks pretty quick. We've received a few applications from across the state because we're the fiscal for the whole state for this program. So we've actually, I think Jen sent out a check like the next day after we had received the application this week. So it is moving pretty fast. We know it's going to speed up, but what we're telling providers is that expect reimbursement within 30 days of sending your application off to your consultant. But we're hoping that we stay way under that 30 days for you guys. Next, we go to the next slide, Esty. Where to send forms, we just talked about that. I think all of you are familiar. And then just know that when you receive the payment, it's going to come from exceptional persons. Know that there'll be a letter of acknowledgement from us stating thank you for participating, and here is your reimbursement. And then at the end of the calendar year, you'll get a 1099 for that payment, or for the amount that we had paid out for this program. Scroll down a little bit, Esty, sorry, on this website. Nope, go to the, yeah, thank you. And go down, you're going to see under this training reimbursement, nope, keep going up. That right there, you're going to see all of the applications. So can you click on the eligible training list for child development homes? Because this is a really good list to show. So this is every eligible training that you, for this program. So as you can see at the bottom, level 1, level 2, level 3, 4, and 5 is listed there. So very good, handy resource for you guys as you're walking through this and looking for what you can apply for reimbursement. If you need help on the iPower report, please reach out. We are happy. There is a video, a how-to video on how to pull that. We're going to share that with you in a little, we're going to show that to you here in a little bit. And we can put the link in the chat too, that way, if you have questions, you can watch that video. You can also just ask us too and let us know any questions. But there's lots of really good videos on our website for iPower. Okay. Is there anything you guys want to go back and look at? Do you want to go back at the application? What kind of things can we help answer? Questions? Anyone have a scenario that they want to work out? You guys are going to be my easy group of the day. Does the levels make sense for level 1 and higher? Any questions on that? Wow. You guys are going down as my favorite group ever to present to. Staff, anything I'm missing? Jen or Allison, the other Jen? Anything that's been a good review for you?
I was just going to say that the ones that we've had come in so far have all been home providers. And the first one that came in was the 4-hour online nutrition training that you saw on that list. And we reimbursed for that. And the second one was from the same home provider, and she sent in for, I think it was for the test out for med admin. So she's well on her way working up the ladder. So we'd like to send some out to Region 2. So
definitely. See, Jenny's got a question here. So I'm not rated yet, but I'm working through whatever I can find. Do I have to become rated before I can submit reimbursement, or do I have to go in order? So since you're not rated yet, Jenny, you will apply under that level 1 first. But that's a good question, because then once you receive your level 1, you can then, if let's say you took ChildNet, you can then submit reimbursement for ChildNet as long as it was completed or taken after March 1st. So if ChildNet, let's say, started in February, but it ended in March and you completed it in March of 2023, you can submit reimbursement then still for that whole series. Does that help, Jenny? All right, what else, guys? Okay, yep, so you'll be good. Once you get that level 1, then you can submit that. Or even if you come in higher, I'm sorry, even if you come in at a level 2, you can still then come back and submit that. Other questions? Well, please do not hesitate to send them our way. I know you have our contact, but definitely let us know. Reach out to your consultant or any of us. We're happy to answer questions. Things will pop up, scenarios as you're working through it. So definitely let us know. We also encourage you, apply for this, utilize these funding. We really want to prove to the state that this is a need to keep moving forward, because it takes a lot of time and money for you guys to do trainings, and it's so important. So we really want to show that this is a successful program. Terry, go ahead. You can speak if you wanted to.
Yeah, and I was just giving you a scenario if you wanted one. I have a provider right now that I'm working with, and she doesn't have a level right now, but she just completed ChildNet in March. She will need to take Iowa Learning Standards soon to get ChildNet certified. She's also signed up for med admin, and I think she just completed SAM. So then we need to have that conversation of what she can submit now and what she has to wait to apply for after she gets her level.
Yeah, so she could submit anything in level 1, like early learning standards, when she completes that. And then if she does anything else in level 1, she could do that now. then once she is rated, then she could come back and submit the rest. That's a good scenario.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any last call for questions?
I don't have a question, but just a comment for the providers on this call to make sure that when you are going in here and grabbing like the application and some of these forms, it's probably best to always just go right to the link, either the link that's sent from your consultant or the link on the website. Those are going to be the most up to date versus saving it to your desktop, especially if you're working on something and that maybe is your practice is to save it on your desktop and then do it that way. Just because these forms, this will be updated as it goes if it needs to be, and we just want to make sure you have the best and most up-to-date form. So just a good practice with this is just go right to the website or just grab it from your consultant.
Yep, that's a good point. Jenny just asked too, she took early learning standards. Can she submit that? And I said, yes. She's not rated yet, but remember she's working on it, so she can just go ahead and submit. We'll look forward to seeing your application. All right. Well, hey guys, have a good rest of your evening. Thank you for everything that you guys do each and every day for our kids and our families. You have a very important job. I know it's not easy, but we're very thankful for each and every one of you. Enjoy that spring weather, and I hope no more snow is in our future. All right. Thanks, guys.